So if you really want to work with us, if you think this sounds like a good facility for you, we have a QR code up here to our main website. Pretty much the only thing on that website are links on how to help you get started, how to help you use the system, and a sign-up sheet. And so on the sign-up sheet, we have a place for your WUSTL key, your name, application, supervisor's name and email, and also a place to upload your HIPAA training. We are in a high trust system, and we do handle PHI. So we require that all users of the system have their HIPAA training. There are links on the website for how to do that in Learn at Work. So that's about it. As soon as you submit that, it comes to us, we set you up, and then you get an email back. If you need some extra support, we're always available. You can email us at chpc@nrg.wustl.edu, or if you're looking for specific help on either CNDA or Mirror, we have some very easy emails here. We've got mirror.help or -help at wustl.edu and cnda-help@wustl.edu. We've tried to come up with as many channels for support as possible. If there are channels that you would like to see, let us know for sure. But we have some online documentation that is hosted at GitHub Pages site at rcifw.github.io. And if you don't like the documentation, you can make it better. So there's another repository at github.com where this is served from, where you can also make suggestions about how we can make it better. And luckily, Ben Kay, who's in the audience here, has already done that. It's great. He's got some great content up there, and we're hoping other people do it as well. We also have a Slack workspace that you can join. There's a public workspace anyone can join. And here's the invitation link. That nifty icon up there was something that Dennis put together. I like it. I think it's a cool teal bear. But it has all sorts of channels where you can ask for administrative help. You can ask for help among your peers for doing specific things, because we don't know everything for sure. There are general, there's HPC tips and tricks, places to put interesting papers of interest to everyone else. So it's a really nice way to get information disseminated and to talk with other people about it in kind of a common space. And if you just want some human contact, Dennis has his Calendly right here. So he's available. You can get a half-hour space with him, and he'd be happy to talk with you. And we're often around as well. So, if you're walking around the East Imaging building, you'll probably see us in our offices. Some of you have probably worked with the CHPC in the past, and you might be asking, well, how are things different? I think Dan's covered a lot of that, but I think the biggest thing right now is that there's new staff. Both myself and Dennis, we started working here over the summer. We were not with WashU before. I came here from Hewlett-Packard Enterprise. Dennis came from Argonne National Lab. And we've also kind of consolidated a lot of these services that were a little bit disparate in the past and sat in different silos under one roof so that we can really integrate a lot better with our data, informatics, and computation. We're also available to anyone that's at WashU doing imaging research. So if you're on Danforth campus and you're doing some fMRI work, or you're here on doing radiology work, we welcome all of you. If you've got some tissue slides that you want to do some AI algorithms on, we're here. We also became an NIH recharge center, so it means that we do have to do cost recovery. Functionally, what that has meant is that instead of billing departments, which was what we did in the past, we actually directly bill PIs, and so that's an important difference now that I think people should be aware of. So the next topic I was going to talk about was how you actually get started. So you put in your application, you've gotten an account, so you've signed up with your WUSTL key. What do you do? So the very first thing you need to do is you either need to connect via the VPN or be on campus. As I said, we're on a high trust network, so you need to be within the campus intranet. You can follow the directions that we have up on our documentation, but I'm going to give a summary here. But this is at rcifw.github.io/getting started. ssh/connect2loginnodes.html to be extremely descriptive. So you can use SSH to connect to the HPC. You use your WSDL key and your WSDL password. And essentially you open up a terminal on your laptop, or if you have a Mac, that's pretty easy to do. If you have a Windows machine, you can download an SSH client. They're relatively numerous, and we have some examples online as well if you want to follow online directions. And then you just SSH into your WSDL key name at login3.chpc.wsdl.edu, and that's it. It'll come up with a terminal prompt, and you're on the machine. The way that you can then from the login node get computational nodes is to submit a simple job, or submit a job through our Slurm batch management system. A really simple example is here. It's salloc, which says allocate a machine. It says one node, one CPU, and submit it to the free partition. And now you have your own HPC at your command. I would also say that, me being personally lazy, I hate typing things. So it's really great to set up passwordless login using certificates. And we have a really nice little tutorial in connecting to the login nodes so that you can do the absolute minimum to get onto the nodes. So once you're on there and once you have your computational node, you might be, okay, where's my data? We have a couple of different mounts. One is the home directory that you're dumped into when you first get onto the node. That's actually in our large volume storage. So you already have access to large volume storage by default, and that's right there. If you need to set up a group directory so that large, members of your group can access the same data, we can set that up. Just contact us at chpc@nrg.wsdl.edu. We'll set up a shared directory. Make sure permissions are set so that only your group members can access it. And then you can read and write data into that directory. And everyone in that group would have access. You can also access this high-speed scratch space at, it's a difficult mount to remember, scratch. So just /scratch, that's it. And then you can, it's /scratch and then your username. And then you have access to the high throughput, high speed scratch file system, which currently is in BGFS, which is just a file system technology. If anybody's interested, I'd love to go into detail, but then we get kind of in the weeds. If you want to get started with data, let's say you have a study that you want to execute and you have your idea of the records you want, but you don't know where to go. The easiest way is just to contact our staff at either mirror-help@wsdl.edu or cnda-help@wsdl.edu. They will go to our staff. We talk to each other. We'll make sure it gets to the right people.